Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to our channel once again. William Samoei Arap Ruto, the President of the Republic of Kenya, is tomorrow, the 9th day of August 2024, expected in Kiharu constituency. The President will be hosted by none other than the local member of parliament, Honorable Ndindi Nyoro. And the visit by the President to Kiharu constituency, in my view, is significant politically speaking. And I'll monitor it very closely. And I'll be interested in a few things. The first thing I'll be interested is whether Rigathi Gachagua will be in attendance. And in case Rigathi Gachagua will be in attendance, I'll monitor for you guys his body language. And of course, also his speech. Because we all know that for a very long time now, within the corridors of power, there has been the talks that William Ruto is currently grooming Ndindi Nyoro to take over from Rigathi Gachagua, either before the next general election or in 2027 as his running mate. And of course, a lot of political developments also took place these past few days. Rigathi Gachagua addressed the Kikuyu nation, where he revealed a lot of things. And when Rigathi Gachagua was addressing the Kikuyu nation, William Ruto was with Ndindi Nyoro somewhere in Baringo. So tomorrow is going to be significant politically speaking. And of course, during his address to the nation, to the Kikuyu nation, Rigathi Gachagua even revealed plans to impeach him, which is going to form the basis of this analysis. And remember, I've always reminded you on this particular platform that in politics, nothing happens out of mere coincidence. And that everything in politics is normally well planned, well scripted, and executed to achieve specific political objective. Nothing just happens for the sake of it. There is no way the corridors of power can be talking about the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua without an objective. In politics, there can never be smoke without fire. I want you guys to listen to this clip here by one of Rigathi Gachagua's ally, revealing that indeed there are plans to impeach Rigathi Gachagua. But the question is, can William Ruto go ahead, dare to impeach Rigathi Gachagua?
I want to say that yes, we have heard and we have seen that there are efforts to bring an impeachment motion against the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, Mheshimiwa Rigathi Gachagua, with very frivolous accusations. Accusations that he, when they were in a cabinet meeting, he actually opposed the finance bill. The finance bill, I think we should be clapping for that man, because the finance bill ultimately was rejected by Kenyans. And it says he has a connection with the ground, as opposed to those people who went to parliament to represent people, but no longer represent people, but represent an individual who tells them what to do. This is very, very unfortunate. And we must say that where an impeachment motion is being considered against the deputy president, I would want to make it very, very clear that that is an affront towards the mountain. And it is really an attack on us as a people. And we will not take it lying, but it has its consequences. Whoever feels that that is the way to go, we kindly tell them, bring it on. We will deal with it when the time comes. But I would want to say that as a wise politician, I do not see the president going along that kind of way. All we need to say is that, yes, this is a country that needs to be settled and progress. We have already lost 2 years. A whole year is lost now in the bickering and the Gen Z demonstrations. It's time to bring back the country to calmness. We know we still have the issue of the cabinet secretaries to be looked into. Mine is a rallying call I have made to MPs and everybody else who will be involved. Please listen to the ground so that you do not create more problems for Wananchi. If they say they do not want an individual, feel free. I have said it before and I will repeat that the president has 50 million Kenyans to choose from, and he should not be held hostage by any people for any reason, you know, in terms of putting up a team that he...
So in this video, I want us to analyze whether William Ruto can actually go ahead and impeach Rigathi Gachagua. But before you do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, allow me to dive in. And again, before I dive in, allow me to also take this opportunity to introduce you guys to LemFi. LemFi is a mobile money app for users in the UK, Canada, and the United States of America to send money back to Kenya. They offer the best exchange rates, and the money will be delivered instantly into M-Pesa account, Airtel Money account, and of course, if you want, directly into your bank account. You can use the link in the pinned comment to download the app. Ladies and gentlemen, can William Ruto dare impeach Rigathi Gachagua? Can he do that? And why would William Ruto attempt to impeach Rigathi Gachagua? Because those attempts are actually there. For me, he can do that. Before I explain to you guys why personally I think William Ruto cannot impeach Rigathi Gachagua. Number one, William Ruto would want to deal with Rigathi Gachagua early enough. Because the truth is, there's a fallout between Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua. And the two, at the end of the day, are going to part ways. William Ruto refused, despite being provoked, to leave government for Uhuru Kenyatta. And we know how it ended. As long as Rigathi Gachagua is still in office, it means wherever he goes, he's going there as a deputy president. So for William Ruto to succeed, he must deal with him now and deal with the consequences. Maybe that's how he's being advised. Number two, William Ruto can also decide to go ahead with the impeachment process, but not necessarily up to the end, as part of a strategy to scare Rigathi Gachagua from opposing the government. The governor for Nyeri was very clear that Rigathi Gachagua is being impeached because he was opposed to the finance bill. Finance bill was so dear to William Ruto. By bringing up the impeachment motion, having members of parliament sign, and if those numbers will be adding up, Rigathi Gachagua might actually be scared. Then William Ruto will intervene, and then Rigathi Gachagua will just say, amen. So he will be scared not to oppose government again. And of course, William Ruto can also do it as part of his 2027 political strategy. In case William Ruto will remove Rigathi Gachagua as his running mate, who do you think William Ruto can pick as his running mate in 2027? Maybe Musalia Mudavadi to win the support of Western Kenya. So which means already is the president. And already he knows Rigathi Gachagua is leaving. William Ruto also understands that the mountain is drifting. He understands that. So maybe he can go ahead and impeach him to deal with 2027 politics. Start focusing more on Western Kenya. Maybe that is something he has been advised. And of course, William Ruto can also use the impeachment to fix Mount Kenya politics. You know, sometimes it's good to know people who are with you. Uhuru Kenyatta committed one of the biggest political mistakes when he trusted his allies. He thought they were with him, yet they were not with him. For William Ruto, he might decide, I want to impeach Rigathi Gachagua so that he can know those who are with him. The intelligence, being the president, will always brief him on whether the move is good, whether the move is bad, but he can then use it. Let's say he removes Rigathi Gachagua. Who will he bring on board? Can that person manage to consolidate the mountain? He can decide to do that. And of course, even by firing Rigathi Gachagua, bringing in Ndindi Nyoro, anybody with a sensible mind will agree that if you were to present Rigathi Gachagua and Ndindi Nyoro before the mountain, and you tell them about 2032 politics, they'll definitely go with Ndindi Nyoro because of the age factor. Of course, Rigathi Gachagua is now managing to succeed as the Mount Kenya kingpin. And of course, there's also the Raila factor. The moment Raila Odinga joined William Ruto, he brought with him the numbers, which means now numbers are looking good for William Ruto. He can tell Raila Odinga, I want to take you to the AU, but please allow me to fix Kenyan politics. I don't want my deputy. So can you whip your members of parliament to kick out Rigathi Gachagua? It can actually do that. But I also suspect that the whole idea about this impeachment is clearly to divert the attention of the country from the real issues. It has been quiet, but now we have nane. Then from nowhere, we are hearing the talks about impeaching Rigathi Gachagua. Maybe someone somewhere sat and realized that the only way to divert the attention of the country is by bringing up the impeachment story about Rigathi Gachagua. But can William Ruto really dare to impeach Rigathi Gachagua? For me, I don't think William Ruto can take that route. And that's exactly what I want us to analyze in this video. And in case you've watched the video up to this stage, please know from the bottom of my heart that I don't take it for granted. And allow me to also take this opportunity to thank the following people. You are seeing their names on the screen there for the coffee which they sent to me earlier today. It goes a long way in supporting this channel. You can also do the same using the numbers you are seeing on your screen. Ladies and gentlemen, I strongly believe that there is no way William Ruto can dare attempt. Of course, he can attempt, but he cannot impeach Rigathi Gachagua. Number one, the timing is wrong for William Ruto. As we speak, Kenya Kwanza is doing badly. And the fact that Kenya Kwanza is doing badly, William Ruto is being blamed, Rigathi Gachagua is being blamed. Right now, Raila Odinga is working with them. Raila Odinga is being blamed. Which means Kenyans are not interested in politics at the moment. They want to see real work. Impeaching Rigathi Gachagua would involve a lot of things. It would involve a lot of politics. And therefore, I don't think William Ruto is willing and is ready for those politics right now. So that's number one. Number two, moving that impeachment motion against Rigathi Gachagua right now has the potential of uniting the mountain. And if there's one thing William Ruto would never want to see, is a united Mount Kenya. Because a united Mount Kenya is dangerous politically for William Ruto. William Ruto would only thrive in the mountain as long as they are divided. Just like in the last election, the mountain was divided. Uhuru Kenyatta was the president, but William Ruto decided to divide them. The moment the mountain is united, William Ruto would be in deep problem. He would not want to take that direction. Number three, if William Ruto were to decide now to remove Rigathi Gachagua, it means Rigathi Gachagua might decide to revenge and therefore might be willing to go for anything. Either the promise of a prime minister or the prime cabinet secretary or the promise of a running mate and not necessarily the presidential candidate. I'm seeing a situation where if Ruto were to initiate that impeachment process and it succeeds, Rigathi Gachagua might team up with Kalonzo Musyoka. And now we are talking of Kalonzo Musyoka, Rigathi Gachagua, and a united Mount Kenya delivering the votes to Kalonzo Musyoka. Then Rigathi Gachagua decides, okay, I'm not going to be the running mate. I just want to deliver the mountain because Ruto has betrayed us. I want to deliver the mountain to Kalonzo. Then Kalonzo decides, okay, I'm picking Natembeya because there's the talk that Rigathi Gachagua actually reached out to Natembeya. Kalonzo Musyoka is working with Eugene Wamalwa. So they can decide, okay, let's pick someone from the Luhya Nation as a running mate. Of course, we'll disrupt him a bit. And remember, currently, William Ruto is very popular with the Gen Zs, which means the Gen Zs, because they are troubleless, they are leaderless, might decide to rally around a candidate with the highest potential of removing Ruto. And therefore, they might decide to shift that allegiance or those votes to Kalonzo Musyoka. That is something I'm 100% sure William Ruto cannot allow. And of course, there's also the fear of early campaigns. The moment Rigathi Gachagua will be impeached, or the moment that process will be initiated, expect Rigathi Gachagua to start touring Mount Kenya every day. This village, next village, because he was called a villager, next village, next village. That would amount to early campaigns. Ruto would not allow early campaigns to kick in the way he did to Uhuru Kenyatta. And of course, lastly, William Ruto would also not want to be viewed as a betrayer. That Rigathi Gachagua campaigned for him. Remember, Rigathi Gachagua also made it very clear that he actually funded the entire UDA campaigns in Mount Kenya. William Ruto made a promise that he would not betray his running mate. So he would not want to be tagged as a betrayer. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of that analysis. Kindly let me know in the comment section if you've enjoyed the video. You can only do that if you've reached this point. And how do I know that you've reached this point? I can only know by reading in the comment section. So please, in the comment section, just type present. Till next time, Makwiny. Bye-bye.